dude, how sick was the track? Just like amazing racing. These guys just, they're just incrementally upping the game. Like Jackson's now on this tear, and you can hear Loic going, "Screw the overall ride." He says to you, I want to try beat Jackson. So he's going to up his speed. He's seemingly doesn't want to settle for just these podium rides and being there at the end of the season,
Yeah, Loic is definitely pretty keen to get one up on him. And I imagine he'll go all in this weekend and Andorra at the next one because he's getting frustrated to be missing that top spot. I guess he's like just not used to having such a time in between winning a race, and he probably is fired up for that. It sounded like his dad was giving him a bit of a hard time as well. So his dad's probably his number one critic, and that's probably why he's so good. And probably doesn't cut him much slack. But
yeah, I enjoyed hearing that, but he was like, "I'm used to it."
yeah,
But what stood out? What stood out was the fact that he went for that gap at the top. That's unlike Loic to change his strategy, right?
yeah, especially he'd never even done it. He only saw it on the junior broadcast, and then suddenly he's just trying to do it in his race run. That's some junior style racing, like you wouldn't normally do that at the top of your game. Like maybe Jackson might try something like that, but you wouldn't expect Loic to be doing that. And it just shows how much he wants to find something on track to give him some more time. And if he'd landed that cleaner, it would have given him a bit more time. But he cased it pretty hard. Max Elrin did it like perfectly, and it looks so unreal. And Henry Kiefer is the one that opened that gap. And then Jackson didn't actually do that gap, which was quite interesting. I thought he would. I was like, oh, surely Jackson's got that one up his sleeve as well. But he had one further down that no one else did. So he's kind of he had all the gaps, but he didn't do that one. And then Loic tried that one.
But I mean, it's testament to how much Jackson is pushing him, because you would argue that you shouldn't be, number one, doing gaps like that you haven't done, but also that's like not really a Loic thing. You would say, like you said, it's a Jackson thing. So to me, Loic's not really taking his own advice and saying, I'm just going to focus on myself and what I can do better. Like you say, he's almost desperately going, okay, I think that gap is going to be like, it could be quicker. I haven't even done it, but I'm willing to do it in the race run. Like, good for Loic. It's exciting for us. I would argue, I don't know. I mean, I'm not up there with a stopwatch, but the way Jackson didn't jump it was pretty damn quick as well. So yeah, I guess if you butter it and you don't break into it, for sure, it will be quicker. You'll get the tires on the ground quicker, and you better be better in the right. But the way Jackson just kind of pumped both those rollers was pretty quick as well.
Well, I think Jackson also rips the berm, and then he doubles something after that right out onto the ski piece. And then further down, he does like this little hop, and then did like one quite big one onto the road before you drop into the steep highline. And that one, I don't think anyone did. So there was there was like a little setup one to make it happen over this hole that before you dropped into that gap. So he did like a little setup one there, and then another one. And I don't think anyone else even was close to doing that. So he's definitely knows how to do a gap when there's one on track. But yeah, it was sick to watch.
No, for sure. But I mean, like, he did win the race, but by 0.6, like, I think, I mean, we did call it coming in, is like, Loic's going to be good. He's motivated. Loris going to be good. Those two, I wouldn't call it a big advantage, but, Loris being an ambassador, seeing the track before, maybe mentally sort of getting adjusted to how steep it's going to be when they come there. Like you said, maybe Jackson struggled early in practice, and those guys would have just had a little bit more of a gauge and understanding of what the track was going to be like, and they delivered. I mean, they really did. Like Loris's run, I mean, he was also doing high lines and setups that some guys were not getting to. Like, I thought that was one of the most sort of quite attacking runs by Loris, if that makes sense.